My family and I had a fantastic day on Sunday, and I can't show you most of it. I want to, but I can't. Well, I knew I wouldn't be able to, so I didn't even take video, because I wasn't allowed to. We went to the Fukuoka City Museum, which has on right now a very special Ghibli display. It's been running since the middle of March, and it goes for just under another 3 weeks. If you haven't been to it yet, go now. I mean now. Do not wait till the weekend. The weekend will be terribly, terribly crowded. Go now. Unless you're watching this on the weekend, still go now. If you're watching this after June 23rd, you're too late. But seriously, we thought, it's been going on for several months. Won't be so bad, won't be so crowded. We got there later than we intended. We wanted to get there right at opening, but we got delayed. Didn't get there until around, I want to say around 11 o'clock, or was it 10:30? I'm not sure. Somewhere between 10 and 11, and there was an hour and a half lineup. Out back to pretty much the parking lot, and then you went back towards the entrance, then back towards the parking lot, then back to the entrance and up the side of the building, and then back out the front, then finally into the entrance, up the stairs, and then over around the balcony and back down, and then back through a hallway, back around the back of the museum, up the front, and then finally into the display. This is mostly what I can show you, the map of the display. Inside was phenomenal. I just can't show it to you because you're not allowed to take pictures anywhere except for at the Neko bus. It's going up.
In the first place, the Laputa was falling down. Before that was she living.
Okay, now I gotta watch Laputa again. I do not remember this vessel.
There's a light on it.
But first, you go in, lots of displays about Totoro and some kind of bar setup. I don't know where the bar is from exactly, but it's fantastic. There's Miyazaki and Ghibli stuff everywhere. You go through, there's all kinds of promotional posters, things I'd never seen before. One thing that did spark a memory, like a picture of, it's an actual promotional poster of Totoro, with Totoro standing beside Mei, but Mei's wearing Satsuki's clothes. So at one point, Satsuki, whatever, was only going to be one girl. So there's all that kind of stuff. Floor to ceiling, amazing. You get through that, and it says Nausicaa to Mani, from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind until when Marnie was there. So it's just all of it. There's promotional posters, there's stuff about the making of. If you can read Japanese, there's a ton of information. You could spend way longer in there than I did because I wasn't reading any of it. If you read all of the production notes and letters and explanations and stuff, you could be in there for several hours. Just trying to look at everything, we were in there for at least an hour. Partly because there's so much to see, partly because it was hard to move. It was packed. You get through there, you get into a wonderful display that shows all kinds of goods, products that have been made from the different movies, promotional stuff and stuff that was for sale, and stuff that unless you're a really serious collector, you'll never get your hands on. There was one, it was for Ponyo. It's really cool plastic display, a plastic statue that was in all the stores when it first came out. And we had a video rental shop in town that had one, and I said, when you're done, can I get that from you if no one else has laid claim to it yet? And they said, no, it has to be sent back to the production company. It has to be sent back to Ghibli, I guess. So no one can keep their hands on that stuff, unless you probably stole it. And I wasn't going to do that. After that, you came into the only area where you could take photographs in, and we took some photographs. But the only thing there was to take a picture of was a silhouette of Totoro on the wall, which has Duncan standing in front of it, and the Neko bus. Not full scale, probably about half scale I would say, but you can get in, pet its fur, take pictures inside, which we did. But it was so packed in there, there's no way you could get a picture of the whole Neko bus. I did as good as I can, but it was just packed. Then we went through and there was, a fantastic model of, I can't remember the name, the pirate's airship from Laputa. It was beautiful. You could see right in the cockpit, lots of detail. Propellers are going, and that fantastic Miyazaki airship sound, I cannot recreate it, but they had it playing. It was beautiful. Such a wonderful time in there. And then more airship stuff. And then the absolute greatest room, which I so wish I could have taken pictures of or brought them home. No, it never would have fit. It was the mushroom forest and the bugs recreated. There must be thousands of man hours into the creation of the models that were in this room. They were phenomenally gorgeous. Of course you could not make it life-size, but the Omu was taller than me. That's still, it's got to be quarter scale or smaller. Amazing. Like the one eye was this big, and there are 14 of them, and they're glowing bright blue, and then they shift to red and back. And the detail was incredible. If you look down under the carapace between the legs, you could see the golden tendrils just poking out a little bit. And the other kinds of bugs, amazing. The thing that looks like a cross between a dragonfly and a centipede, gorgeous. Another huge flying angry insect. I have no idea the names. The forest floor, swarms of these little things that look like small cousins of the Omu. Amazing. You could walk all around every single model. The detail was incredible. It seriously must have taken hours and hours and hours to make them. And then you went through, and there were smaller versions of all of those models, and you think, well, I definitely can't take the big ones home, but can I have these small ones? Really want some, and they were gorgeous. Some of the kids going through there were crying. There have to be nightmares induced by this room in small children. It is that good, the detail. Not that I want to induce nightmares in children, but that's just what had to have happened. And when you get all through all that and come back out, then there was the store, of course. And some of the models, like small versions of the models of those insects, were on sale, and they were gorgeous. But a model of the Omu about this big was 36,000 yen. You're talking like over $350, and you have to be a serious collector or really crazy with your money or stinking rich to buy those. The only thing I got was a Kaonashi lapel pin, which I left downstairs. I'm not going to run down to get it, and some Miyazaki or Ghibli quote dice. I love dice. I have a small collection. Well, depends on your definition of small. For a regular person, it's a large collection of dice. For a serious dice collector, it's a beginner's collection of dice. But I got something most of them don't have. You got Miyazaki, you got the little, Makuro Kurosuke. It's the same in white, smaller white and bigger black. Buzz! Pig that can't fly is a regular pig, and I can't remember all of them. I wrote them down. I'm happy with those. Kai bought himself one of those too. I was surprised. So that was just phenomenal. Today is the 5th, so there are only 18 days, 2.5 weeks left. Get yourself out to the exhibit if you can. Fukuoka City Museum, really worth the drive, or train ride, or bus ride, or subway, or bungee jump out of a helicopter and release when you hit ground level. That sounds really dangerous. It's worth getting there. And we made some new friends while we were there, actually. Ended up behind an American family. Hi guys, if you're seeing this, probably not, because I didn't tell them I make YouTube videos. They're in Sasebo. Maybe we'll go out and visit them sometime. Hopefully, yes. We then went for lunch, ended up having McDonald's, which, yay. But then we walked over to Fukuoka Tower, because the Fukuoka City Museum is right by Fukuoka Tower, and there I could take video. Tower mascot, Lilia, or Nina. Nina's in love. Nina's a hugger. Okay, Nina. Just to give you vertigo. Well, I'm dizzy.
こちらコリダ付近の窓ガラス上部にはエレベーターでの今の映像が流れております。また後方窓ガラス上部にただいまの高さを表示しております。これより高さ123メートルの最上階まで70秒でご案内とします。
Yeah, there's a beach.
Can we go to the beach?
Not today.
I meant today.
Yep, there's several beaches here. It's really cloudy today though. Can't see the mountains very well. But I can see Kumiko very well. Don't know where she's going so fast. If there was an earthquake right now, how unhappy would you be?
すぐ逃げる。
So very, very unhappy. What's that you got there, Duncan?
Stumper.
And how quickly did you finish that?
1 minute.
It might have been less, actually. That was pretty quick. You done too? You guys are quick. Do you actually get anything, or is it just do the stamp rally? I guess Duncan just got some exercise running around the tower. Nina hasn't come back yet. Where'd she go?
She's still doing it.
She's still doing it? Okay, this makes me laugh. You got this big, tall apartment tower right by the sea, so it's got to be expensive. I mean, it's so nice. It's even got a helipad on top. But you look down a little ways, and where is it? There it is. Cheap plastic deck chairs. That's just something that makes me laugh. Panorama, 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 middle in the way, panorama, turning around now at most of Fukuoka. People, you buy this heart lock, write your name on it, and stick it on here, I guess, to have good love.
So you're like, take one off, write my name on it.
And then you stand here with the person you love and light it up. Now there is quite the little gotcha machine. Not little, big, 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 big. This is all just decoration. The actual prizes are in there, only a little bit, and red.
The pin will come from there and get out. And get into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And if it get into 6, you need to open this 6 and get Omiguchi.
Oh, so it's like a fortune-telling thing. So tell your fortune, basically with Plinko. Yeah, I don't believe in fortunes. Okay.
Well, what is that?
With what?
What is
Oh, whoop, someone let a bunch of balloons go. Oh, it's probably someone's wedding. It's a wedding. Let the balloons go.
Oh, it is
Because
wedding.
down there they're having a wedding. Congratulations to the happy couple who I do not know. On the video they just look like colorless dots.
It was so cool because like when I looked over, they were just all passing the window.
You can see outside the please. この福岡タワーは8000枚のハーフミラーガラスに覆われておりまして、中からは外の様子をご覧いただけますが、外からご覧いただくと鏡張りになっておりまして、
It would be cool to see what's at the top someday. Time to head for home. So we had a really good day, and if you get yourself out to the museum, I promise you'll have a really good day too. I mean, if you like Miyazaki, if you like Ghibli, if you don't, what's wrong with you? It's a horrible thing to say, but seriously. What's wrong with... No. I don't know if the Ghibli exhibit is going anywhere after this. It has been in other locations. I don't know if this is the last one or if it's moving somewhere else. I hope for other people in Japan's sake it is moving somewhere else because it is so worth seeing.